Tell me, have you ever wanted to build a racing simulator? Well, today we'll be taking you through a complete build of the ultimate Formula One inspired racing sim. It'll include everything from the seat all the way to the F1 specific steering wheel and pedals. There are a lot of parts involved, including gear from LG, Mozza, Playseat, SimMagic, Alienware and SteelSeries. Let's get started. So it all starts with a seat, or what some would call the racing cockpit. Now the type of seat you choose is very important. Not only should you be looking for a comfortable seat, but consider the style of racing you'll be doing with your racing sim. In our case, we're focused on Formula racing, so we've gone with the Formula Instinct F1 edition from Playseat. Let's get this thing put together. Okay, wow, what a fantastic looking seat. I really love the white and all of the F1 decals. I think it's really going to make the end product look really polished. Overall, it took me about 2 hours to put the seat together, and I feel like it's a very solid and sturdy product made of high quality materials. As you can see, I'm sitting super low in this seat. It almost feels like I'm sitting on the ground. This could make it a little bit hard for some people to get in and out of the seat, but I really love how realistic the racing position is. It feels very authentic to Formula racing. I have no complaints about the comfort whatsoever. The seat is nice and supportive with lots of padding. You also have the ability to move the padding around as each of these pieces are individually velcroed on. The Formula One Instinct F1 edition will set you back $1,098. Overall, I'm super happy with the seat and I think it's the perfect foundation for our racing sim. One of the most important parts of a sim racing rig is the steering wheel, but before that, we need to look at a wheelbase. This is what the steering wheel attaches to, and it's what's responsible for the feedback you feel through the steering wheel. Now, different wheelbases are compatible with different accessories and platforms, but most will work with PC only. There are some, however, that will work with your consoles. To help put together the ultimate sim racing rig, SimMagic has sent through the new Alpha Evo wheelbase, valued at $1,099, while Mozza has sent through the R9 model, valued at $649. Both Mozza and SimMagic are well-known brands in sim racing, so I'm keen to compare them during this build. So along with the wheelbases, SimMagic sent through the GT Neo and Mozza sent through the FSR2 Formula wheel. Okay, so let's have a look at the GT Neo from SimMagic. This is one of the best value for money Formula racing wheels because it's affordable and you get a lot of functionality here. Overall, it looks great. It also feels very solid and sturdy, like it's really built well. So let's hope it lasts a long time. The ergonomics feel perfect for my hands actually. The thick hand grips are comfortable and I have no problem reaching the inputs. Speaking of inputs, you get a lot of buttons and switches. All of them feel very satisfying. There's some nice branding along the top as well as the quick release mechanism. Now over to the back. Here we have our left and right paddles for changing gears. We also have these additional paddles down low that I believe they're used for the clutch normally. But you could probably program these to whatever you like as well. At $599, the SimMagic GT Neo is one of the best value steering wheels on the market. Now over to the Mozza FSR2 Formula wheel. This is a little bit of a step up to a slightly higher price range costing $999. As you can see right away, this wheel includes a built-in screen. I'm sure this will come in handy as Formula racing is so data intensive. The shape of the wheel feels comfortable and natural to use. And noticeably there's some high quality materials used here. We have leather here on the grips as you can see and carbon fiber used throughout. Doesn't this look great? Now the buttons and switches have a good tactile feel and they look well positioned to me. Over to the back now, and as you can see we have a lot of paddles here. I'm not entirely sure how I'll be using all of these, but yeah, they feel really good. With the built-in screen and iconic shape, the wheel adds another layer of authenticity to our sim build. One of the huge benefits of having a wheel-based setup like this is you're not limited to just having one type of steering wheel. Now, we've targeted Formula Racing, so naturally we've gone with an appropriate steering wheel. But what if I wanted to play something else? What if I wanted to drive around in a more standard car or play a different style of racing game? Well, with this quick release system, I can easily take one wheel off and replace it with another. No unscrewing anything or changing cables. It literally takes just a few seconds to swap between them. The other great thing is the software will identify which wheel is attached and it will display your customization options. It's so quick and easy. It's such a great setup. Now we need some pedals to go with our steering wheel and wheelbase. Now the pedals are another crucial element to the build as they're responsible for replicating the feeling and responsiveness of a real car's pedals. In Formula Racing, drivers use the paddles on their steering wheel to change gears, so there's no need for a dedicated clutch pedal. For this reason, we're going with a simple 2-pedal setup, as that's all we really need. From SimMagic, we have the P1000F pedals. These are valued at $849, and from Mozza, we have the CRP2 pedals, and these will cost you $699. There are lots of things to consider when picking a screen for your racing sim. Firstly, do you go with a TV or a monitor? And then you need to think about if you prefer one larger screen or 3 screens that wrap around you for a more immersive experience. Now you will require a specific stand for a 3-screen setup, but it's certainly a really popular option these days. I love the idea of multiple screens, but I also want to keep things simple. Plugging in and configuring one screen sounds like a much cleaner approach. Luckily, there's an option that's the best of both worlds, a large curved widescreen gaming monitor. For this, I've gone with a 45-inch LG Ultra Gear OLED 5K 2K gaming monitor. With an ultra-wide ratio of 21:9, a curve of 800R, and a lightning quick 0.03 millisecond response time, this screen ticks all of the boxes. The other benefit is this saves on space. A single monitor won't take up my entire lounge room. So, this looks like a great option for my build, and I can't wait to see how it performs. With so many great devices coming together in this build, we can't forget about the audio. I want to hear the roaring of the engines and the squilling of the tires looking up, but I also don't want to disturb the family upstairs. For this, headphones are definitely the right choice. Now, when thinking about my main criteria for my headphones, outside of good audio quality, the main thing on my list was wireless. I don't want the cords getting in the way and potentially ruining my experience on my sim. In the end, I went with the SteelSeries brand, specifically the Arctis Nova 5P wireless headphones. These are completely wireless with a 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth quick switch. They have USB-C fast charging and they last up to 60 hours. So not only do these deliver on everything I wanted in a headset, they also come in white to match my racing sim. How good is that? Now, initially I was a little apprehensive about the software side of things. I guess I was worried about the configuring so many different parts, thinking it would be complicated and time consuming. In the end, this couldn't be further from the truth. It's as simple as downloading one program that does it all for you. SimMagic has Sim Pro Manager and Mozza has Mozza Pit House. I look at these as my dedicated sim racing control centers, as these programs are so powerful. I can customize the lights, buttons, calibrate my pedal pressure, change the force feedback, and a lot of other adjustments. I was pleasantly surprised about how simple it all is, and you don't have to be a tech genius to work it out. Well, the racing simulator is now all put together and looking great. From a visual point of view, this far exceeded my expectations. I can't help but smile whenever I walk in the room and see this setup. And once again, I was surprised how seamlessly it all came together, and quickly as well. As you can probably tell, I'm a huge F1 fan, and what better way to test out a sim rig than with the recently released F1 25 game from EA Sports. I'm very keen to test out the updated tracks that have been digitally scanned using LiDAR technology for super accurate circuits. This paired with the real-time feedback you get with a racing sim should result in an incredibly immersive experience. And at the end of the day, I just can't wait to drive around Albert Park in an Aston Martin. Right now, as you can see, we have all of the Sim Magic gear set up and ready to be used. I'll be swapping these out for the Mozza products as well, but for now, let's have some fun and win some races.
Pushing your luck on track limits too much, and we'll give you a 3-second penalty.
Okay, well that about wraps up my ultimate Formula One racing simulator build. I really enjoyed the experience and I learned so much along the way. It was great to compare the Mozza and Sim Magic hardware, as both brands have built high quality products that I certainly recommend you check out. Some of the standouts for me include the Sim Magic GT Neo steering wheel that felt great in hand and is incredible value for money. The smart looking Mozza CRP2 racing pedals also performed incredibly well. And of course, I have to mention the spectacular LG 5K 2K display that just blew me away from day one. Stay tuned for more content here and on GadgetGuy.com.au as I dive deeper into the world of sim racing. I hope you enjoyed watching along, and I'm sure there'll be new gear to test and more modifications to come. And make sure to like and subscribe for more GadgetGuy tech content.